This is Thailand's most famous beach and arguably one of the most famous beaches in the world. Everybody knows Maya Bay and the beach with Leonardo DiCaprio, right? Hey mom, you do know Maya Bay and the beach with Leonardo DiCaprio, right? You don't? I'm gonna call my father-in-law because he knows every movie. Maya Bay and the beach with Leonardo DiCaprio, right? Yeah, of course. Alright, everybody knows Maya Bay and the beach except for my mom. But this is it, and in this video we're gonna explore it and even more, but let me take you back to yesterday and show you how we got here. Alright, here we are, welcome to yesterday, or for us, today. We just arrived by ferry here on Koh Phi Phi, and to be more specific, Phi Phi Don, the bigger one of the Phi Phi Islands. I still have my ferry sticker. And in this hotel, the P2 Woodloft that we're staying in, is actually one of the cheaper accommodations here on the islands. You can get ones for well over 100, 200, even 300 bucks per night. And this one now costs us 70 bucks per night. It's still not very cheap, don't get me wrong. If you want to stay really cheap on Koh Phi Phi, you might want to consider a hostel. But you know, with me being 30 years old. Anyways, we're gonna show you around a little bit in this P2 Loft hotel. Starting off with our bathroom, clean white tiles, a nice shower, looking pretty stylish.
I like it.
I like it too. The cabinets, even a wood backdrop behind the bed, wooden bedside tables, a chair, even a small balcony. Here's our bed, clean white linen, we like that. And that's actually pretty much it. We have an AC, so it's not too hot in here.
Everything you need in Thailand.
Everything you need. And now let's explore Phi Phi Don.
Koh Phi Phi Don only covers 9 square kilometers. Despite its size, the island hosts more than 1 million tourists annually. One can imagine that this is an enormous challenge for the ecosystem of this small island paradise.
This is the harbor where we arrived around an hour ago. It's called Tonsai Pier, I think. And as you can see, there are countless of small boats, long-tail boats, some bigger boats as well, because there are so many boat tours every day going to the famous islands surrounding Koh Phi Phi. How's it called, Flo? Koh Phi Phi
Don.
Don? I always forget the names, but yeah, Maya Bay is so famous. So many boats are going there every day. And the ocean, the water is so incredibly blue here. We saw lots of fish already. I can't wait to snorkel tomorrow.
Yeah, it's crystal clear.
Now that we're here trying to film it for you guys, there are no fish.
But it's way too hot here in the sun in the middle of the day, especially since we didn't put any sunscreen. Jesus Christ, I'm melting away.
We have to admit that most of our days here in Thailand looks like this. We wake up, for sunrise we go somewhere, not every day. We film for you guys, we take photos, we explore, and then for the rest of the day we stay in a hotel and we work because it's so hot. It is currently the best season to travel here, which means no rain, but it's also just the sun is burning. Yeah, and then we stay in the hotel, work until sunset. Sometimes we catch the sunset, sometimes we work for too long and then we get hungry and it's already dinner time. Yeah, that's the truth behind all of our YouTube videos. Be careful, Flo. This small island has everything a hungry backpacker needs. McDonald's, Burger King, and 7-Eleven.
Time to gather some snacks for our trip tomorrow. Here in our favorite store ever.
Many hungry backpackers here. Look at this. The shelves are empty.
While the streets are suspiciously empty during the day, once night falls, the island turns into a huge party.
For sunset we came to another beach here on Koh Phi Phi Don. But it's actually pretty anticlimactic because the sun has already set behind those hills. There's not too many colors in the sky. But yeah, and regarding the parties here on the island, we're actually not gonna take part of them tonight because tomorrow morning before sunrise at 6:15 a.m. we're gonna hop on one of those boats to head to Koh Phi Phi Leh to visit Maya Bay, some snorkel points around the islands. So we gotta be fit for that and really hope we can catch some sleep tonight. And we'll see you guys again tomorrow morning. The amount of boats is just crazy. Time to hop into ours.
We just arrived at the island. What's the name of the island again?
Phi Phi Leh.
Phi Phi Leh. And soon we're gonna see the famous Maya Bay for the very first time.
This is hands down one of the most beautiful beaches I've ever been to, if not the most beautiful beach. I can't decide if I like Pink Beach in Komodo National Park in Indonesia more or this one, but these two are definitely top two beaches I have ever been to. It's absolutely beautiful. And this one right here has the softest sand I've ever felt. It's literally like walking in flour. It's so weird, so beautiful. It's so white. Gosh, I love it.
My feet even look like they are covered in flour. Look at this. Doesn't look like sand.
Isn't that beautiful?
I have no words for this place.
Out of this world. Usually we're all alone when we visit a place for sunrise, but that is not the case today. Even at 7 when they open, people are swarming this place, including us, because everybody wants to make sure that there's as little people as possible.
I can understand.
Yeah.
But I wonder if you come in the afternoon, it's maybe even less empty, because on Koh Phi Phi
More empty.
Don they advertise it, go early, avoid the crowds. So I think almost every tour starts early now, so that kind of doesn't make sense to avoid the crowds. I guess when you come at 3 p.m. or maybe for sunset.
But if I'm being honest, so far the crowds don't ruin the experience. It's still so beautiful. I mean,
it's so quiet.
There's people on every beach, and yeah, there's a few people here, but it's still so beautiful.
And also, you're not allowed to swim here, so no one really ruins your picture because the water's always empty. You can only go maybe knee or ankle high into the water. So when you're standing close to the shore, then nobody behind you in the picture. So it's actually a perfect solution for everyone.
We continued our trip along the coast of the Phi Phi Islands. Doing a private tour allowed us to visit some secluded areas. It was one of the most beautiful days of our Thailand trip.
So we pretty much snorkeled around the whole shark point, but unfortunately we didn't find any sharks, just some corals. So I guess now it's time to head back to where we started the tour this morning.
And that wraps up our Phi Phi Island adventure. It's always a bit difficult to film on those long tail boat trips because everything gets wet. It's also quite bumpy. So we really hope we did a good job for you guys. In about an hour we're gonna take the ferry back to the mainland, and then tomorrow we're gonna fly to our next country, so stay tuned for our next videos. Bye!